7 years ago. He looked at her again, searching her blue eyes for something. It was impossible, really. He was the most cautious man on the planet. There was no way he'd ever risk getting someone pregnant. He had made mistakes as a teen. He'd learned to look at himself in the mirror again, but it had taken a long time, and he'd learned responsibility the hard way. He was also a man that didn't make the same mistake twice. No, there's no way I got you pregnant. She gave a small smirk, unbuttoned her trench coat, revealing a lithe figure in a skin-tight black dress. Now, I know you must be thinking that there's no way this body could have ever had a baby. But it's true. That wasn't what I was thinking at all. Here's what I'm thinking. He pushed himself off the door jamb and stood straight up. No one tried to screw with him, and not about something like this. This was life-altering. This would mess with his carefully controlled life. It would bring out demons he'd long since buried. I'm thinking you saw that article, remembered our night together, and thought you could cash in. She blinked furiously, but not before he saw her eyes fill with tears. He wasn't backing down. I would never do that. I'm doing my civic duty and letting you know that you're a father. Well then, where's my kid? She lifted her chin. I don't know. Alarm bells were going off, and a slow sweat was now trucking down his spine. How do you not know where your child is? I gave her up for adoption, right after birth. He shut his eyes for a second and searched for remnants of a prayer from his childhood. He came up blank. This wasn't happening. I understand that if word got out you impregnated some woman, took off and denied that you had a child, and refused to provide for said child, it would be damaging to a person of your stature. His eyes snapped open, his gaze locked on hers. There it was, the blackmail, the motive. So I'm here to help you out. You give me $1 million, and I'll keep my mouth shut. Blood roared in his ears, and it took him a full 10 seconds to find the words. He leaned forward. I'm not paying you a dime. You're an opportunistic liar. She held her hand to his mouth. Opportunistic? Yes. Liar? Not so much. I had a baby girl. You had a baby girl. Though by now I'd say she's 6. But don't worry, she's been adopted. You don't have to do anything. Pay me, I'll keep my mouth shut, and we can both go on with our separate lives. He grabbed hold of her wrist and firmly moved it away from his mouth. I'm not paying you a freaking dime. She shrugged. That's fine. Your loss. If I have a kid out there, I'm going to find her. She frowned. Wow, I didn't expect that. Where is she? She shrugged. No idea. Handed over my rights. I don't even know her name. You can go ahead and try to find her. Shame and fear washed over him with the force of unrelenting waves. He cleared his throat, trying to focus for now, until he was in private. But no matter what, you need to pay out. I'm paying you nothing. Then prepare to have your name dragged through the mud. There were very few moments in his life when he was at a loss for words. He'd always had a sharp tongue and wit in business dealings. This had rendered him speechless, because it wasn't business. It was personal, and she was unknowingly bringing out all of his old demons. He didn't give a crap about his name, but his father did.